It doesn't
Why
work.
am I reading the name Augustus Glute? What's going on up here? What did you do, Red? What shows do we have coming up? Augustus Glute.
Yeah, you wrote.
subscribe-
Yeah, you wrote that, dude.
What? Oh, I see. That's my months. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Coffee.
Yeah, yeah, you need some. I like it in a sippy cup too. That's legit. I was in Publix the other day picking up some hot sauces, and the dude in front of me is like talking to the. He's just an older gentleman, and he starts talking to her in German, and she just stares at me. And really, all he was saying was, "Hey, can you do me a favor and do something?" I didn't get all of it, and I looked at him. I says, "Wie sagst du auf Deutsch? Auf English?" And he's like,
So you said something about speaking German.
yeah. I said, how do you, I meant to say, all right. Yeah, I screwed it up. And I said, hey, what'd you just say in English? And he looked at me and I said, ich kann ein bisschen Deutsche, Kinderdeutsche sprechen. So I mean, which means I could speak a little bit of kids German.
Okay. I bet it sounded like it too.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
You're like, hi, my name is Dick Hat.
Yeah.
I speak small German.
Hey, so I want to talk about my toilet.
Ooh, I want to talk about your toilet.
Want to do toilet talk today?
Let's do toilet talk right now.
Hey, while you're getting up the old YouTube's premiums, bring up the Squatty Potty commercial.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think we should walk through that whole commercial because I think it's important for people to know.
Oh my God.
What did you just do?
I just teleported into the nether realm.
Oh, this is amazing.
There's two. Am I in the future?
I think you are. There's 3 of you signed in right now.
Oh man, Red, we have flipped a switch. So yeah, you are in Korea. Your first apartment came stock with a bidet.
Fully stocked. Yeah.
But your second one, you were on post and you literally liked it so much that you bought one.
Yep. So
that's where it gets me, because I've never really given it the full. I've never allowed myself to fully evaluate it.
Life changing, dude. Life changing.
Yeah, everyone says that. Not just you. Everybody says that.
Everyone in the reviews on Amazon, and they're all
they're legit.
Oh my God. Well, so this one came heated. The water was even heated. So you got a warm washing.
Ooh.
It didn't have to use toilet paper. I went 2 years without using toilet paper because it washed and dried.
Wow.
Fact. Do you know how much money I saved spending $350 on this butt washer? Beep boop beep.
Wow.
Beep boop beep.
Wow. Wow. So it's really become a part of your life. Booyah. All right, let's get the Squatty.
Yeah, Squatty Potty.
This is where your ice cream comes from.
See, shitting rainbows.
Of a mythic unicorn.
Unicorn.
Totally cool. And soft served straight from the sphincter.
Straight from the sphincter.
They're good at pooping. Do you know who sucks at pooping? You do. That's because when you sit on a porcelain throne, there's muscle.
Here we go.
Kink in the hose and stops the Ben and Jerry's.
That's right.
The
Ben and Jerry's.
Problem? I don't know. Are hemorrhoids a problem? Because sitting at this angle can cause hemorrhoids, bloating, constipation, and a buttload. Seriously, you know hemorrhoids? The glitter gets everywhere. But what happens when you go from a sit to a squat? Voila, this muscle relaxes and kink goes away faster.
Feel that picture? I could.
Oh, yeah.
Now your colon's open.
I enjoy it every day.
Yeah.
That's because our bodies were made to poop in a squat.
I don't think that the
squat in your own home.
The subtitles are actually
the Squatty Potty.
Matching what he's saying.
No, Squatty Potty is not a joke.
Really?
And yes, it will give you the best poop of your life, guaranteed.
It is.
I don't just mean you bloated lords and hemorrhoidal ladies.
Hemorrhoidal 800. It's simple.
What? Kink.
What is going on right now?
It's simple science, really.
It's really
get the last scoop out of the carton. With the Squatty Potty, you get complete elimination.
Can you imagine having to do that puppet?
No. Yeah, dude, it does not It does not say what they're saying at all.
Not even close. And we're talking over it. So everyone's going to have to go back out and watch it again. But could you imagine the puppeteers working that?
Oh, yeah.
I think they do have a behind the scenes on this, but
look at the face on this thing. That is unbelievable. But again, the imagery. Yeah. Oh man, I can feel the relief.
I think it even gets better if we keep going.
Spend too much time on the chamber pot. The squatty potty makes you go twice as fast for your money. Ice cream, you
What's the sound?
Flop, baby. Maybe you're sore from squeezing out solid globs of rocky road. The squatty potty gives you a smooth stream of froyo that glides like a virgin swan. Plus, when you're done, it tucks neatly out of sight, thanks to its innovative, patented design. Truly a footstool fit for a constipated king. So if you're a human being who poops from your butt, click here to order your squatty potty today at squattypotty.com.
That really applies to me.
Years ago.
I'm a human being, and I poop from my butt.
How about your dog?
Yes.
Shark Tank, HuffPost, NPR, Men's Health, Howard Stern. He pooped from his butt. They're all crazy about the squatty potty. Not to mention the 2,000 Amazon users who gave the squatty, including the author of this moving haiku.
Moving haiku.
Squatty potty, you fill me with endless joy, yet leave me empty.
So order your squatty potty today. I'm not saying it'll make your poop as soft as this cookies and cream, but I'm not saying it won't. Squatty potty, stool for better stool. Pooping will never be the same. And neither will ice cream.
So just so everybody knows, before I go to this surprise I have for Rhett, they are holding a half of a mannequin that's got to be full of ice cream all the way to the top, and they're just pushing it out its asshole. I got it. No, I don't got it.
You can get so much work done.
Yep.
Right. And, I mean, at least until your legs go to sleep.
You know how many times I've been asked, like, Mark, how do you come up with these crazy ideas that are awesome? I'm like, you know what, man? I just sit in my office and it just comes to me. You know,
it flows out of you.
It flows out of me like the salmon of Capistrano.
Sorry, I got interrupted. It's super important.
Go for it.
This is super important. Okay, so I thought I clicked buy now for your bidet. I didn't, but I did get a $3 coupon because I didn't click buy now.
Oh.
And it gives me an option to save $3 more if I go with used or like new. So who sells used or like new bidets?
Man, dude, I'm fucking excited about this, Don. I've been waiting to get anybody from Lynchburg back up on this motherfucker so we can let them know how it's been. You know what I mean? The Lynchburg metal scene has been such a thing for so long for us.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, so what's up? So, all right, for everyone who doesn't know, Don is the drummer of a Lynchburg band now called Dead Era. Don and I go way, way, way back, all the way to Condemned by Silence. Without Reason, Dismembering Nightmare.
Oh, bro. Oh, come on, bro.
So here's what's got me really hyped, Don. First of all, I've got a great partner in all this. Rhett and I you already know I'm a diehard metal fan. Rhett is a diehard metal fan. He was my commander in Korea.
Okay.
And he's still doing the Army thing. And we're trying to gear the podcast towards both metal and military members or veterans, right? There's just a huge community out there. And because it's not the thing, it just kind of gets pushed to the wayside. And we want to bring it to the front a little more, right?
Okay.
So what's got me stoked out here is, dude, the scene. Don, this is where we should have been, man.
Oh, it's sick. It's sick. It is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, are you out there? Are you out there with him, Rhett?
No, I'm in Georgia, and I'm moving to Seattle. So the Georgia scene is not so good. Atlanta's legit, but I'm like 2 hours out of Atlanta. Yeah. Charlotte's good, but I'm 2.5 hours out of Charlotte. So I'm out here kind of in, no metal man's land. However, in I think it's Spartanburg or Greensboro, South Carolina is that metalcore festival.
Yeah,
in April. So I'm like, I think I'm 2 hours away from there. So I'm gonna go definitely enjoy, a long weekend there.
Hell yeah,
a few thousand of my closest friends. So
see, that's how Lynchburg's gotten. It's like and it's not like no headway has been made. Like now, Blue Ridge Rock Festival has really blown up. That's what people are aiming for in Lynchburg. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, look, this is the first stepping stone outside of house, bars, and Ruritan Club shows. And it's what I mean, it's funny, but it's true. I mean, look at Tosin Abasi. We were just talking about him on the last podcast. Before I saw him at Freeman Coliseum, the last place I saw him play was Elon Ruritan Club, dude.
Oh, you're right.
With Reflux.
That's right. He did play there, didn't he?
With Reflux and Spitfire.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that show.
Spitfire.
Was that See You Next Tuesday on that show too?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that this morning.
We were. It was See You Next Tuesday, Spitfire, and Reflux. It was one of Ray Wirth's cancellation shows.
Yeah.
And I remember he almost got stuck with like a $4,000 bill because Spitfire put holes in the ceiling with their guitars.
Yo, that show was sick, bro.
Dude, it was epic.
That wasn't the same Psyopus show, right?
Yes.
Was that the same one?
Yeah, it was.
Dude, that was a loaded bill, man.
It was huge. And then the next one, because we threw that one, was Darkest Hour. Ray got canceled in Harrisonburg and hit us up about See You Next Tuesday again, a life once lost, and Darkest Hour.
I remember, dude. And wasn't it from a second story window on that too?
Yep. And that's the show, Don, where me and you were literally doing laps to go to the stage and jump off.
I remember that, bro.
Dude,
I can't remember. We were walking through the trail. I didn't realize that it was the guys from a second story window. They just kind of walked up on us. So we ended up chilling from a second story window for it was dope, dude.
Because I've told Rhett so many times, like, the metal side of me is so happy when I go out. You know what I mean? I go out, I get my fix, and it's intense, dude. Like, the sound is great.
Oh man,
it's just an overload of emotion. But I always hit this point throughout the night where I get sad, and I'm like, man, because the truth is, so many good bands would have made it out of Lynchburg had we had the infrastructure that we here. But Lynchburg, and Don will back me up here, Rhett. You know what? It's not even they could do this. They did do this. Lynchburg booked Kill Switch Engage at phase 2, and it didn't sell out.
Right.
To me,
right. No, you're right. It didn't.
That's absolutely ludicrous, dude. Yeah. Dude, I swear to you, Don, I'm bringing a piece of fucking Lynchburg out here with me.
Oh, right. Do it, bro. Hey, let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
hey, I'm ready, bro. I mean, listen, so.
Well, tell us. Yeah, so what's Dead Era working on?
Bro, so all right, so when I joined the band, they were kind of in a rut, if you will, you know, like nothing bad, you know, like they're great guitar players. They just kind of hit a rough patch in the members, you know, with the people. So like one the drummer wanted to go one way, and you know the other, so it was just kind of a meet in the middle type of thing. So they kind of split with their drummer, and when I joined, like they had one song that they were kind of working on, and they kind of crafted up. Well, I killed that song that night. I mean, like literally, and that had it all the way done.
Hear the Don Henley drums on it.
Right.
I can
killed it, bro. Oh, I killed it, bro. And they're sitting there like, wait, have you heard this before? I'm like, no, dude, I hadn't heard it before.
It's so, the groove.
Yeah, we just clicked, you know, that, and
Good.
that's what it's all about, you know, like I've played with so many people, and like you get to jamming, and if you don't click, you'll know within the first 30 seconds, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know? And I mean, yeah, you could probably work through it, and like you could get better with it, I guess, but still you'd always be fighting that.
Yeah, you will always be. The detriment of every band is one, people that don't agree with what you're doing, but they're not willing to communicate that to you.
There it is.
Or they just get so pissed. Like they get so pissed that they throw it all away. And now you got new projects coming up and things like that. You know what I mean? It's even Lynchburg, it's getting a lot bigger now, but we're some country boys, man. We were right. You know, I mean,
hey, that's pretty much it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing the Amherst County High School fucking Battle of the Bands or whatever.
Yo, hey, dude, Dismembered Nightmare. That was our very first show.
You know, I mean, we both did it. Rhett actually sold. We both had ammo businesses.
Yep.
Rhett is the guy I was always talking to you about, Don.
Got you. Okay. Yeah.
From Alaska.
That's dope. Hey, well, it's dope to finally put a face with a name.
Yeah. And when this asshole and I first met, whenever I brought him over to the team in Korea, you know, he's rubbing in my face that he went to the Tenacious D show. And so I still haven't forgiven him for that. So I just make him like clean latrines and mop floors every time I heard Tenacious D being played in the office.
I'd be the pecker watcher for all of that stuff. But Don, I'm telling you, I have these conversations. I've talked to Drew a little bit. I like what Drew's doing. Drew's doing a real social media guitar thing. I can tell he's into the music, not just metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. He's an amazing musician, bro. Like when I first joined, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't. I just kind of was looking for something to do. I was bored, and Ryan just came in the shop. Was like, "Hey, bro, we're about to get rid of our drummer. Would you be interested?" I'm like, "You know what? Why not, man?
I'll go slap skins."
Yeah, that's fine. So, but since that was last April, May, something like that. So we're rounding a year. We just finished our we're just finished our third song. We're working on our fourth now. Okay. So what our goal is to get 5 songs written within by at least March. So we've actually got a show at the Crayola House, I think it's called.
JMU, I was telling you about it this morning.
Yeah, James Madison University, yeah.
I think it's April 15th. Somewhere around there. So I'm not sure who's playing. I think it's Brain Cell and a couple others, but
good. Okay.
Yeah, so we're hoping that we'll have at least 5 songs by then, have at least 1 single recorded by then, and have it dropped by spring.
Yep.
Now, you gonna do another 5-track EP like the current album?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. So I told him, I said, what I personally would like to do is to drop a single first, get a video shot for that single, but in the meantime be recording that EP, so that way kind of get some traction behind the single. Then the music video will help kind of push that, and then that'll kind of establish Dead Era with the new sound, because it's nothing like they used to sound.
It's not. If you want, Don, this is one of my things for this interview, is the difference between Dead Era that Rhett has heard and that's on the internet and what I've heard coming through my phone, dude. So Rhett, what we're dealing with here is a real. So the first 5-song EP, it jams. I mean, it jams. You know what I mean? It jams about as good as one of the better bands in Lynchburg that I would expect to hear. Right.
Okay, right on.
But this new stuff jams on a San Antonio level, dude. Okay. I mean, I'm talking way more like Left to Suffer.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, we're talking heavy. Don, I can't wait to hear it, man.
When do you guys think you'll have the single out? Because we'll play that on our one of our podcasts.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Don, San Antonio is the spot, man. It's where we've always wanted to be. I just didn't even know it.
Yeah.
The Wavestream Live is booking up quick. Heck, we're gonna have the whole year booked up. We're gonna have the entire 2023 booked up probably in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. And the best part about it is look where I am right now. So Wavestream Live is not just Wavestream Live. This is what Lynchburg doesn't have. This community here is amazing. I mean, dude, I am sitting in a very professional studio environment. Rob, I'm sure you'll meet Rob eventually. You'll talk to him. He's out here doing some building now, getting things ready for his studio environment, our first show. We have teamed up with War Drum Mixing Studios on this, and it is going to be very epic, dude. We've got fans from all corners of the city already buzzing about this. I'm getting shares on social media. What the fuck?
The sound just isn't as good, and then people kind of get bored and move on. We luckily we have we have good jobs, so we can do this because this is just a passion for us. Yep. And so we're going to keep going with this. And you're here early. I can't wait to do one of your shows, whether we do it up there in Lynchburg or we bring you guys down to San Antonio.
Right. And you're the same way. We always took it to that next level. So what do you see progressing on the live performance front with them? Are they getting more excited?
Oh, bro. So, like we finished this third song. It really clicked. I think it really clicked with all of us, and me included. Mm-hmm. Like, wow, this thing is really happening. Like, and this is going to be big. Like, and our whole motto is we're probably going to need to get people to sign waivers before they come to our show. I mean, like, because that's like it's some of that like beat down death metal mix, and it's just like it's heavy, dude. And like Alex's vocals, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've been around a lot of vocalists in my life, and I've just seen and this guy, it comes guttural, bro. I mean, like guttural, bro. So it's putting like the whole.
You guys are, freaking country blumpkins.
Right. We don't.
Hey, we are. Hey, we don't deny that.
Yeah,
bit.
you guys
don't
grew
deny
up.
that at all.
Yeah, you guys grew up in the Devil's Grundle patch, as far as I know. So it's
Right.
yeah,
Rob, everyone.
it's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Rob?
Hey, what's going on, Rob?
Good to see you, man. Looking forward to the show. It's gonna be awesome.
So I think so. I just looked like I heard Rob scrummaging. We're at an hour. So I've got one more thing. Rhett, I know you had some questions. I think we did real good on the spitball. But Don, before we do wrap this up, I don't think it's a secret that I want y'all fucking out here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a secret. I haven't been shy either. Look at Rob.
Hey, that's all
got the
right,
lights
bro.
on,
I
yeah.
like that.
Hey. So when that time comes, Don, just let me know, man. We're ready to make it happen out here. We want it to be great for everyone, but I want it to be great for my boys back at home.
Yeah, and we'll make it bigger than just one night Wavestream Live. I mean, Mark can get you some pretty decent gigs and wrap that week or whatever, however long you guys are going to do your San Antonio tour.
Houston. That's right. Houston.
Houston. What's the production company?
So we got Radiation. You talking about for booking shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Radiation and we got BCHC.
Mammoth's the one that we worked with.
Nice.
They put on another show for them.
Yeah. No, at a convention. That was Mammoth.
Yeah.
Mammoth. I've been seeing the flyers from Mammoth every fucking where.
They got
that was
Maverick on that.
Oh, yeah.
Mammoth Fest that they got going on.
Yeah, that's Mammoth is like huge out here.
Yeah.
Who's the guys out here? Like San Antonio, we got JC, I think. JC Productions.
Yeah, you talk Julian Cruz.
Third string of
That's that.
No, it's I think stuff you got Come and Take It Productions are doing everything.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk to them about maybe running a string out of here too. That'd be the shit.
You got balcony, everything, multiple. We so our senior release show is next Saturday in Houston.
Okay.
And there's a balcony. We're trying to live stream it. I still haven't figured out the audio. I'm running through OBS. I'm going to go through either Facebook or I don't know yet.
Exactly how we run it.
And then I don't know if I want to get, because I have like an SM7B, L57. I don't know if that'll pick up.
I like pull out a fresh
SM7, so I'll tell you what we do, right? So we've got SM57.
And I was like, and then he's like, chat, looks good.
Then we've got our drum mic base for the drums, but for vocals, we absolutely use a SM7B.
It's just blowing up.
It picks up great. And then what we do, so their Midas board that they have in here, we have the same exact board in the studio. So we pump everything into that. Actually have a PA in the live room too that we bust the mix out and back into it. So the live room sounds good. We have a couple subs in there. And then we take that stereo mix coming out of the board and pump it to the stream. Where you're gonna have some figuring is the video is always a little off.
By yourself.
The latency in OBS. That's exactly how to do it, brother.
Wait, so would you match the latencies of the audio to the video then? Is that what you're saying right there?
Or
Because I'm having the same problems as what you're going to do.
Yeah, you offset even. Yeah. And you'll tell, like, if you make an offset move, you'll
trying
tell.
to make it faster. But goddamn.
You know?
You
Oh,
just gotta
yeah,
be
dude.
careful not to kill your CPU.
Yes.
That's why I kept upgrading shit, dude.
All right. Hey, so Jacob, Mark's with us right now. It's just, this is, we're Metal Dads Be Like, and, military grade metal is founded on military dudes that are dads and love metal. And right now, Mark's dealing with an issue. His son walks right into the room, the studio, with no pants on. So Mark's fixing that right now. And I'm sure. Yeah, he'll edit that later. But I just gave everyone an update, Mark, on you. And your son
my
coming
son
in
walking
here.
in with his dick out.
Yeah, no pants. So now everyone seems to be caught up. And
he was just back
Jacob,
there staring at me like the Omen too. Like I knew I had locked the door. You know what I mean? But this dude's just right here, like.
Oh yeah, hey, dude, it's time for a chain. You got to put a chain lock up high.
I thought he walked in with the required, attire there.
I couldn't tell.
He clearly read the sign on the door. Yes.
Yeah, walk in naked.
Bottomless party only. Jacob, what's been up, man? How have you been? It looks like you've been crushing some graphic design lately.
I mean, that's my world lately. Yeah, I've been doing graphic design for probably, golly, 8 years now.
Jacob,
And, yeah.
do you have on a fucking War Without Reason t-shirt?
I came prepared.
Oh my God, dude.
This is friendship right here, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself when I saw this shirt, I was like, didn't Mark join them for a little bit or something? So yeah.
Oh yeah. I slapped at the bass for them for a little bit. Man, that's awesome, dude. I really, I really hope like the Josh Andersons and the Tonys, I really hope they end up trickling their way into this podcast somehow, because that is fucking epic.
I'm excited to talk a little old school Lynchburg scene metal.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking
right.
forward to hearing these damn stories too, because you guys definitely rocked out, man. Holy crap!
Did you do Revenant or was it Gamora by the time you joined?
It was Gamora. Like it transitioned to Gamora as soon as I was kind of named the vocalist of the band for sure.
Okay.
Now were you
the
vocalist? Now,
Mm-hmm.
were you the vocalist for By the Means of Violence and Excrement? And
yes, yeah, that's all me. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Great song.
I don't know where that
appreciate
Excrement music video went, but that thing was killer, dude.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was coming through everything, just kind of preparing for this interview. But yeah, that video, man, it's so funny the way that was just kind of planned out. We met the director, went to the Cavalier, and if anybody's been to Lynchburg, it's just a staple restaurant that's been around for 80 years.
Ever.
Yeah, burgers, fries, hot dogs, whatever. But just came up with the concept there and then filmed it in someone's backyard in Forest, Virginia.
Yeah.
And
I saw a hilarious meme the other day about that, where like it showed metalcore bands circa 2006, and it was 5 dudes in front of an old decrepit barn.
Yeah, and it ended up being on Headbangers Ball. So we're just I remember celebrating that like crazy at Swift Mountain Lake, just jumping in the lake 20 times. And
yeah, what happened? So when did you guys have like a show party when it was, for that Headbangers Ball? Did they tell you beforehand? And then
it was random. Someone messaged us. It was like, hey, we just saw your video on Headbangers Ball, and we did have a distribution kind of a deal with oh shoot, what was that place called? I keep wanting to say Metal Blade, but definitely wasn't Metal Blade. I don't know. I have to come back. Metal Hit. That's what it's called. Metal Hit. They were based out of Virginia Beach, and they just helped us fund, some of the recordings and all that stuff. But they ended up messaging us too and said, hey, yeah, we had buddies at, MTV, and we kind of slid this along, and it ended up being on there one time. So that was enough for us to be, celebratory. Wow.
Metal Jacob would be in heaven out here, dude. We're catching Parkway Drive here on the 3rd. August Burns Red at the end of the month. Gideon next month, dude.
Speaking my language, man.
Oh yeah, it's going to be epic
out here.
Yeah, I Bleed From Within's opening up for August Burns Red.
Oh, nice.
and the Devil Wears Prada. So it'll be a pretty fun show.
That's an epic show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, D Wears P, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Lynchburg, especially that era. I guess I want to say like 2006 to I don't know. I mean even present, there's still bands still kicking it today, but just that chunk between 2006 and like 2013 was just like you said, everyone was talented, and I guess the best thing about it was there was a very good community around it. You were going to a Lynchburg show, you were going to see people you haven't seen in a couple weeks, and you knew they were always going to be there. And it was definitely cool to be introduced to that community too, because before I even joined the band, I knew of the people, but I never, got to like intermingle with everybody. So these shows were
evening
great
live.
Yeah. So hop straight off of work, get out of the hot kitchen, and go straight onto a stage, and give it 100%. Man, it was so much fun, and just to kind of play off, trying, a big part of like my I guess go-to mantra whenever we hit the stage is just always knowing there's at least one person that's never seen you. Even if you're only playing for that one person, that person has never seen you. So you want that one person, because word of mouth is literally the best way for.
How was the you came in. Now, were you born and raised in this community, or did you move into this community later? Okay.
I was born and raised for sure.
And do you still live there, or
I
are
do?
you?
I'm still here.
So that
I told you, Rhett, we're country bred boys.
Man, you guys sure are, man. But that nature versus nurture type thing, it's like, I mean, you started hanging out with these cats, right? Who really influenced you on becoming a metalhead, basically.
For sure.
And so, like, I mean, how did that really, like, how'd you come into the scene? Because yeah, as we're growing up when we're kids, you know, you kind of transcend scenes as every year, you know, you kind of, as you mature and you start to develop. But how did you end up, you know, getting into the metal scene from birth, basically, because you lived there your whole life?
Yeah, I mean, golly, just even thinking about downtown Lynchburg growing up, there wasn't anything. And
no,
gosh, I was 14 years old, and there was this place called Spanky's. I don't know if anybody, Mark, if you remember Spanky's, but weird bar.
I remember Spanky's.
Yeah, had a cool.
They had
little,
laser tag.
They did have laser tag upstairs, but in the basement, it was a cool little like club like atmosphere with a little stage and metal bands would play there all the time. I remember seeing Matt Sutherland there. Shout out to Matt.
Oh, Matt Sutherland. Yeah, it's huge shout out to Matt Sutherland.
Yeah, great dude. But yeah, I was 14 years old, saw that. I was like, man, this is cool. I would love to be a part of this. So, you know, through high school, I was definitely in some basement bands, learning, you know, how does this music thing kind of work out, and always going to local shows and kind of staying in the background, like, man, this is so cool. I'd love to do this. I'd love to be on stage.
It just felt so epic, right?
Yeah, so cool. It was just so interesting that could be, that community was kind of tucked into Lynchburg, and you just never know about it unless you went to a show.
Yep.
And yeah, actually, I was where I was getting my hair cut. the woman that was cutting my hair was like, "Hey, a band plays in our basement, and I knew you did vocals. Do you want? I heard they need a vocalist. Do you want to go try out?" I was like, "Maybe I'll go check it out." And you know, like I figured out their schedule. Went there one day. Met Sean Shelton. Was the first person.
Oh yeah, yep.
And I was like, "Hey, do you guys need a vocalist?" I hear. And I tried out for that band for 3 months. 3 months.
Wow.
But as soon as I walk in, it was just so random. Just going to the basement of this hair salon, and there's just metalheads.
Yeah,
you know, all over the place. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I walking into right now?
Dude, yes, you're nailing it.
And then I tried out with 2 other guys who are friends of theirs. I'm like, oh gosh, well.
Yeah, we like to have hour-long interviews where only like 30 seconds make it on.
Yep.
And he's like, I really want to be called Slam, so call me Slam.
See, but the funny thing is that the funny part about it is that neither of those are 100% factual.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going down a rabbit hole, aren't I?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're Alice in Wonderland right now, man.
If
just
I
gone.
have to be that fucking
Slam Tomlin,
old Slam box over here,
Yeah,
Slam Tomlin.
Dude, you definitely sound like a weather reporter on Channel 6 News.
It's
Slam
really
Tom.
windy.
Yeah. We're going over to the Middle East.
Yeah, dude, I saw, we probably got to jump after this, but I just saw a social media thing, and it was this real pissed off weatherman, and they were like, we're going to go over to Jimmy in the field. Jimmy? And Jimmy's like, I don't know why I'm out here at 2 a.m. Dude, he was pissed, and it was live. And the lady it was just awkward because she was like, well, I guess Jimmy's having a bad day today.
Well, hey, Jacob, as we wrap this thing up, I really appreciate your time. This has been a lot of fun. I love hearing you guys reminisce about this Lynchburg scene. I can't wait to get out there myself just to experience and get the old stories and get the old man tour. But any last comments or anything you want to talk about before as we wrap this stuff up?
I mean, first of all, I just want to say thank you both for your service. Definitely. Definitely appreciate you guys having me on.
Anytime.
Yeah. But also, like, just kind of going off what Mark was saying earlier about just kind of reminiscing about being older and looking back on that scene was, man, it was a good community. Like, you never realize that how good everybody was to each other, and
we were always there for each other.
Yeah, and you always felt that. That's why you always wanted to go to shows. You always wanted to be in that crowd, because even though there was like a negative light shown on the scene from a prolific person,
right?
You're the devil.
Yeah.
It did one kind of boost our community. We're like, no, we're not. We're actually really good people that enjoy writing some awesome music. And